Part 2 of the $200 Chibson saga. Okay, when I got this guitar, I figured, well, it's unplayable. Why don't I do some fret work on it? Not replace the frets, but level the frets. I did a pretty good level job on the frets. And then I thought, well, everything else seems to work pretty well. Why don't I just leave it the way it is? And then I noticed, the bridge moves around a whole bunch, and all the machine parts that the bridge was resting on had tons of play in them. And so I thought, well, that's something I do have to deal with. So then I went down the rabbit hole of, oh, well, what else do I want to do to this thing to make it better? Well, it's only so good you're going to get out of one of these Chibson guitars. But I thought, well, you know, one-piece body, one-piece neck. So I thought, it's worth putting some time and effort. Maybe not a bunch of money, but just time and effort, which is what I did. Although I had a pair of nicer pickups. The Chinese pickups that were in it were pretty decent sounding, but they were a little on the bland and kind of weak side, you know, just a little bit. Not microphonic, it's definitely usable, but you know, no bite, no character, no nastiness that I like to get out of humbucking pickups. So I have like a drawer with at least 6 or 7 Gibson pickups in it that I've accumulated over the years. Lack of self-control. You probably have the same problem. Otherwise, you wouldn't be watching my stupid videos. Yes, guitar accumulation syndrome, but also guitar gear accumulation syndrome. But it's great though, because when you get something like this, you have pickups available. So yeah, and neither one of these pickups I've spent that much money on. I think one was like 70 bucks and one was 80. So that's not major finances for a good Gibson pickup. So that's what I did. I switched the pickups, but the big thing I did was remedy the bridge problem, which was remove the metal receptacles in the body of the guitar, of which I'll show you one of those. This little son of a bitch was pressed into the guitar pretty well, but the threads are really, really sloppy, like terribly sloppy. So the whole bridge was just moving back and forth. There's no way to keep your intonation anywhere near right. So I didn't have to drill the guitar at all. The holes were already there, so I yanked these studs out, and the holes were about the same size as some hardwood dowel that I got from, I happen to have a luthier friend right on the other side of the building. Well, not everybody has that, but I do. You know, really good friend Jeff makes probably some of the best flat top guitars on the planet. Jeff Traugott Guitar Company. Look him up. The other thing you should look up is the band that I am currently in. I've been in for a year. It's called Hank and Ella's Fine Country Band. Most of the videos I will not appear in, but the recent ones I will. You'll see me. I have to wear a cowboy hat. It's kind of required. They have to wear a cowboy shirt too. It's a country band, you know. Yeah, well, you know, you got to look different than the audience, I guess. I don't know. But it's a great band. Not because of me. They are a great band. I feel very lucky to be with them. Okay, back to the guitar. Yes, so I took these dowels, and I happen to have a machine shop here where I build bicycle frames. So I took the dowels and carefully in the lathe bored out the center of the dowel so that I could put the original bridge pins that fit sloppily in that stud that I showed you. I could put them into these dowels so they're tight. They don't move at all. And then I could glue the dowels into the top of the guitar with just regular tight bond white glue, because that's what Jeff, the luthier, told me to use. He said, don't try and do this hide glue stuff. You'll burn down your shop with it. So yeah, I wasn't really interested in that. But now the bridge doesn't move around at all. It's like to historic Chibson specs. See, look at that. Not a heck of a lot of room to move it down, but well, it doesn't really need to be moved down. The action is about as low as I dare with these, not necessarily the most accurately leveled frets, but it's a different guitar now. I mean, it was good before, but that's the bridge pickup. This is the neck pickup. think I had that kind of sustain with the bridge the way it was. Now both pickups, what's up with that? I think that the magnets on the neck pickup were reversed. So you get, you can do your fake Peter Green with that setup. It's funny, I mean, it's not necessarily what I was going for, but pull two random pickups out of a drawer and, well, you don't know what you're going to get. So now I can do my fake Peter Green if I want. Well, how about, you know. Really nice sounding guitar that has sustain for days. So I think that the bridge improvement that some of you writing in tried to talk me out of doing. Good luck trying to talk me out of doing something, really, you know. Even if I'm dead wrong, I'm going to try it because that's how I roll. But I don't think I was dead wrong about this. I think that the historic style of bridge pins right into the top of the guitar until they get sloppy with years of banging and playing, I think that's the way to go to get the most tone out of your $200 Chibson. So if you get a Chibson and it has those metal inserts, you should probably ditch those things and then have somebody, or figure out a way to do it yourself, put dowels in the holes of wood, glue them in securely, use those skinny little bridge pins, put your fake ABR one. This is not even an ABR one. This is a, who knows, Wuhan one, or Qingdao, or wherever these bridges come from, somewhere in China where they're building tons and tons of these things. Okay. To close, I want to say that I have seen on eBay, there's a seller who's doing a real, genuine, fake Kirk Hammett, Gary Moore, Peter Green, $299 Chibson. Do you want me to get one? I don't need it. It's really stupid, but it is kind of hilarious. It looks very, very much like the ones that Gibson is selling for. Well, their least expensive one is about $3,100. That's the standard, the Gibson USA Kirk Hammett. It's not that impressive looking. The Chibson, the Chinese one, actually looks more like the $20,000 custom shop one. Obviously, if you look at it closely, no, it's not like a $20,000 guitar. But it's $299. So it says one-piece neck and one-piece body. Well, I don't know how many people are going to comment on this video. I'm never counting on anybody commenting on it or even watching it, especially this late in the video. But if some of you think that I should really invest in one of these fake Kirk Hammett Chibsons, I will purchase one and I will evaluate it and I will let you know what a piece of crap it is. Because it probably is. Because this one started out as a piece of crap. It's not anymore, but you know, I just like working on stuff, you know, it's just me. Maybe you don't. If you want to go out and buy a guitar that doesn't need any work, that's like right off the rack, it's good, well, Any guitar store has racks of guitars like that have all been checked out, all set up. You know, places like Sweetwater online. You order your guitar, you get it. It's had like mega checking done on it, and it should be perfect. If it's not, they give you another one and take it back, and they have money back guarantees, and it's really impressive. These things, on the other hand, there's no guarantee. There's no money back anything. It's like you're stuck with it. So, but it's cheap. And if you like working on guitars, well, then it fits into your lifestyle. Okay. Well, thanks for watching this one. My next video is not going to be a Chibson, and probably not that many people are going to like it. But it will be for people who are interested in 80s Japanese guitars. I have an Ibanez Blazer that was given to me, and I didn't open the case for 2 years. I thought, well, Ibanez Blazer, Japanese Strat clone, not going to be that great. Take my word for it, it's great. It's a really, really nice guitar, and it's a really nice sounding guitar. Because, well, you think about it, Japanese Strats, like Fernandez, Vintage, Tokai, and the Japanese Fenders, they're all really, really, really good. They might be the best thing out there of a Fender style guitar, like even better than the USA ones for the most part, unless you get into the custom shop. They're really impressive. And this Ibanez Blazer, I'll show you. It's really good. Okay, thanks for watching.